This is just a short video to clearly state my current position as of May 3rd, 2020, regarding the proper course of action to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic. And this is for those who may be interested, who may have watched my other videos or posts. I find that there are very strong opinions about this, which often seem political in nature, despite the marked lack of data on which to base any kind of conclusions. So for the record, here's what I think. What should we do about the COVID-19 pandemic? We need more data and key measurements, including the infection fatality rate, also known as the actual mortality rate, broken down by age, sex, race, pre-existing medical conditions, ambient temperature, sunlight levels, air pollution levels, and other risk factors. The false positive and negative rates of the tests, both the tests for active infections such as the RT-PCR tests and tests for past infections such as the antibody tests. We need to know how the disease spreads and at what rates for different modes. So that includes physical contact, picking it up from surfaces. It especially includes aerosol transmission, where it floats around in tiny droplets a few microns in size in the air, which don't settle to the ground, they don't fall under gravity, and may remain in the air indefinitely. This probably occurs at least at a low level, and it's virtually unstoppable. Remarkably, even for influenza, which has been studied for many years, it's not clear how significant aerosol transmission is, despite a fair body of research indicating that it occurs and contributes to the spread of the disease. The data should be collected and analyzed in an open, quote, transparent, unquote, manner. Transparent is an overused cliche, but nonetheless transparent, by multiple independent teams, not just those funded or controlled by the United States Centers for Disease Control, which has many conflicts of interest. It has close ties to the vaccine industry, actually is a vaccine marketer, if not seller, and is very virus-centric. They interpret everything in terms of viruses and tend to ignore environmental factors and other factors that may be involved. Decisions should be made based on knowledge and careful thought and not fear, anger, or the primal fight or flight response, which seriously degrades higher cognitive function. The global lockdown and shelter in place has created a situation where nearly the entire human race is experiencing the fight or flight response and high levels of stress and anxiety that are very unusual for most people all the time. That's bad, and it impairs judgment. There are also a number of other questions that should be quickly and carefully resolved where possible, including the appropriateness of aggressive intubation, generally considered a very dangerous and risky medical procedure for coronavirus patients. How well ultraviolet light, both artificial and in sunlight, damages or destroys the virus under field conditions, including in aerosol particles and on surfaces, etc., etc. This is a short post, and I won't cover all these other questions here. Decisions on maintaining, scaling back, or fully stopping lockdowns, social distancing, masks, and other measures should be based on this evidence. My opinion is that this evidence is either lacking or rudimentary and inadequate as of today, Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. It should be collected as soon as possible by whomever can do it and shared with the world. So that's my opinion. That's my position. You can take it whatever you want. That's what I think. This video was produced on Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. This concludes this video presentation. If you like this video, please click like. Please click subscribe and the notification bell if you would like to receive more content from us. You can avoid internet censorship by subscribing directly to our RSS news feed. Please consider sharing the link by email or on your website or blog, in addition to liking, upvoting, or sharing on increasingly censored, advertising beholden, and big company social media. We have encountered such censorship. Mathematical Software is developing software to automate data analysis, reducing the risks of costly errors and improving results. You can support our work financially by subscribing on our Patreon page. Scan the QR code in the lower right corner to get the Patreon link. Our Patreon link is also in the show notes below.